In order to run the tools I'll share with you, you'll need Python installed on your computer. So clickety-click, bingo bango, Bob's your uncle, follow this easy recipe. Go on python.org, hover over to downloads. You can go to downloads for Windows. There is an install manager and also the Python installer. When you go to the Python installer, you'll be presented with a box. Make sure you add the Python exe to paths. That's very important. You don't need to give it admin privileges if you don't want to. You can just hit install. However, looks like this function will cease to exist because they're coming up with 3.15. And that's the case, you can get Python install manager. Now I already have Python on my machine, so it just says reinstall Python. So I'm not gonna go ahead and reinstall Python, but you can go ahead and take this method if you want to, if it looks differently on your computer. Now we're gonna go to PowerShell terminal, write Python space -- version, and there it is. The Python version has been successfully installed. We're gonna download VS Code. I'm gonna show you how I do it so that you don't have any problems with your setup. VS Code is already installed. Now we're gonna go into the folder where you downloaded the Python script to, and you can always go get this Python script directly through the link in the description. So go ahead and get it right after you watch this video. This is the code base. It's already open source. You can quickly scan through it, enlarge it here. Always want you to inspect and make sure everything's done right. Now the NAS 100 here, that's the CSV with all of the minutes. As you can see, there's a lot of minutes. I don't know how many millions of minutes there are, but there's about 5 years worth of data there. Now here's the restricted mode right now, and after you're comfortable with deactivating it, hit manage, select folder, and I'm actually gonna trust the entire tools folder because I wanna be able to have all of my tools trusted so I won't have to worry about that next time. Okay, there are all the folders that have some of the tools that we will be discussing over the next few sessions. Some of the videos are going to be talking about these, but currently we're going to be talking about the best times to initiate a trade. Now it's Ctrl+Shift+X to download Python into VS Code and go into the Explorer. You can also hit Ctrl+Shift+E to hit the Explorer. Then you can go and open up the code, and now you can see that all the colors have populated in the code, which means Python is already reading your script. You can actually press the play button here and Python will play the script. However, we have a few things to still install, so I'm going to show you how to do that. But here it actually also tells you the version of the Python that you have installed, and mine is 3.14. If you actually pull up the list, you can see that it is still 3.14, and this is good for me because I got multiple Python versions on my computer doing different things, one of which is running my MT4 sweeps, and another one that's doing something altogether differently, and I don't want to mess that up. Now we're going to set up a virtual environment, okay? .venv. A virtual environment is an empty library shelf. All of the assets that are going to read that project are going to go there and perform the tasks of the script. And I'm activating the virtual environment right now. I'm also going to install some pandas. I'm not even sure why they call them pandas. I don't see them jumping up and down and eating leaves from the tree, you know what I mean? But all you need to know is that pandas, they're basically assets that are going to help us run the tool. I'm going to install something called matplotlib. Basically, it's something that will just help us graph some of the things that we're going to see visually. Nice clean install. Now it's still missing some modules, so I'm going to go ahead and install those as well. But instead of doing those individually, I'm going to go ahead and do those all together. Now I set up a requirements.txt with all of the modules because I don't want to do them all in line. I want to have them all done at the same time. And inside this requirements.txt, I'm going to put the rest of the assets that we need to run this script. It looks like I put it into the wrong folder, so I should move it out on you very easily. You can actually type this command line. Now we're going to activate the virtual environment, and now we're going to run the requirements.txt. And as you can see, everything expanded correctly, all clean. And now we can hit play and see the results that come out. Okay, there's one thing missing. I have to select Python terminal, execute in file folder, and make it true. This is another way to hit play. Basically run Python and then have the Python script after it. So that's one way of doing it. And now I'm running the script. And now you can run all the tools that I talk about on this channel. Head back to the build videos and pick one. Links on the screen and in the description. New builds go up weekly, so subscribe and let's get to work.